Hi, my name is Bud Ayers, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm the author of the book Words Matter. And in my book, on page 161, under favorite quotes, I say, "What you don't know may not hurt you, but it will cost you." Here's my story. First of all, I'm 67 years old, which means I'm considered a senior. And as I was thumbing through Facebook, I noticed all these ads about discounts available for seniors. So I thought, oh, what the heck? And it said something about car insurance. So I decided to click it on. Well, within a couple minutes later, I've got 6 phone calls calling me, trying to give me their best rate. So I'm one person who doesn't like talking to salespeople myself, but if I can save my money, I decide to do so. So let me show you what happens when you don't know and how much it's going to cost you. My initial policy for 2 cars was $2,846 for the entire year. Okay, so it was $2,846 or $237 a month. Once I got this quote, I was able to lower it to $1,812, but because I made payments, it ended up being $1,829. So I went from $2,846 to $1,829. Again, if I didn't ask the question, I would have never found out about this. Now the next one is another new. I ran into something else that was even more interesting. You tell me I could save even more money. So pay attention because it gets a little tricky. So this new policy, it actually reduces my payments. Well, actually it was slightly more, but there's a catch. So here it is. As my new policy was now $1,138 after I found out this other opportunity. But here's the weird part. It actually costs more money, but it's less. What do you mean? So here's the numbers right here. My old policy was $1,829 for a year. Okay, write that down, $829. When I introduced the new policy, which is with the GTM, which is an addition or takes collision out of your payments, it went up to $2,002. Well, why would I switch? It's $180 more. Well, in reality, it's actually only $1,306 because with the new policy, I only have to pay 20% down. And because I'm a good driver and don't plan on getting any accidents, I don't have to pay to remember my policy. So even though a portion of my policy was $432, I only pay 20%. And if nothing happens in 6 months, I don't pay any more than 20%. Pretty cool, huh? Well, that's not the only catch. By me sharing this program with you and me being able to save you money, I get paid versus the money going to advertising companies or going to commercials. So if you're interested in finding out a little bit more, I'll put a link on the bottom. And that's the importance of what you don't know may not hurt you, but it'll always cost you. So here's a quick recap. I went from $2,846 a year or $237 a month down to $1,829 or $152 a month, down to $1,306 or $113 a month. And the longest time it took me was to find my appropriate paperwork to fill out the app. So if you can download an app, follow the instructions step by step. The main thing is get all your paperwork ready, your declarations, and the AI does all the work for you. You get a quote in less than 5 minutes, and then you can make your decision from there. No one's going to bother you. So what's stopping you? Take care.